Hey guys, it's Friday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that's what my watch says anyway. We're gonna have a really great live stream tonight. Really excited, have some cool stuff to talk to you about, some teasers, some hints, some things coming up. That's really exciting for the channel. So stay tuned, and we're gonna have an awesome live stream. Okay, hi. So if this is your first time on the channel, my name's Alan. I'm a full-time professional magician, and I give tips, tricks, tutorials, and do lots of other cool experimental magic related stuff. So if that sounds cool to you, hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon. That way you don't miss a single video. Today we're just going to be hanging out, doing what we do every Friday at 10 p.m., which is just chill, have some fellowship, the fellowship of the stream. You shall pass. You shall pass. So says your budget Chris Ramsey, your taller Jay Sankey, your younger Eugene Berger. Guys, thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you all. Awesome to be here. I actually didn't have any problems with my camera working tonight, getting connected to my computer, which was a first, and it was very nice. So I'm very happy about that. Lane's here. Justin's here. I think Don's probably going to make it if he's not catching like a record number of catfish out in Mississippi River, which is cool to think. Weird and cool to think that my image and likeness and voice are somewhere else besides this room, which is always just such a trip to think about. AMS Magician's here. What's up, AMS? Don's here. Hello, hello, hello. I'm really pumped to talk to you guys tonight because I found some really cool stuff out today, which I'm going to be bringing some sweet, sweet content to you coming up really soon. In the next about 4 weeks. About 4 weeks' time. But some really cool stuff, and I'm really excited about it. Something I think is going to be groundbreaking for this channel, and I'm really excited about it. Well, what's Earl's here. What's up, Earl? Yeah, you made some of you guys know that I was on a pre-show live stream on the Facebook fan page. It was kind of an experiment, so this one wasn't that exciting, truth be told. But it's something I was playing around with, maybe doing a pre-show. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I do those on Facebook if I do them. If you're a member of the Facebook fan page, you already know that, and you were there. I'm trying to figure out actually a better time to do these streams because I do them Friday at 10 p.m., which tends to work usually pretty good for my schedule. But as I get back to work, more on that later. But as I get back to work, it is going to be harder and harder to maintain 10 p.m. on Friday because I'll probably be working somewhere 10 p.m. on Fridays. So I'm thinking about like doing it like midday on a Saturday or Sunday. That might also help more people, more of my viewers across the world to be able to tune in live, which would be great. Let me check these comments here. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, this is something I found out. Thank you, He's not here tonight. At least I don't think he is. Not yet. But if you want to ask me a specific question or you want to direct something to me, please use @TheMagicMinute so that way it shows up in this stream of comments here. Otherwise, it will get lost. I go back and I watch live streams and I go, wow, there's so much stuff I didn't get to and I didn't answer. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just there's such a flurry of activity. I can't both be hosting and reading the comments the whole time. So if you want to get my attention, please use @TheMagicMinute. And that way I'll see it. It'll glow off my screen and I'll be able to see it. Man, I knew that. It is raining where I'm at. It is wet. I had to go run a quick errand for my wife between my Facebook stream and this stream, and it necessitated me leaving the house. And I was smart enough to change shirts, so whenever I came back in, I could put this guy on and be nice and dry, and you wouldn't have a wet shirt, a wet shirt contest on the stream. That'd be the quickest way to get people to sign off, I think. So, what are we talking about today? Well, coming up in about 10 minutes, I'll tell you guys about the big, exciting, groundbreaking thing that I'm very excited about for this channel. Something that's unlike anything I've done before. Should bring tremendous value to you guys, and it's coming up pretty soon, about 4 weeks time, just about a month, a little less than a month from now. Want to say, because this will be the last time I see any of you guys before Father's Day. If you're a dad, hopefully I know that already. I may not know how many of my people are watching this are dads, either now or later. But if you're a dad, happy Father's Day. Hope it's a happy one. I know we all wish we could be doing different things than what we're doing right now. Some of you guys are still camping, which is awesome. I got a newborn, so that's not in the cards for me. But my son's getting about old enough where I think I can start taking him camping and fishing and stuff. Hopefully, by next Father's Day. So I'm hoping that'll happen. But happy Father's Day to you, and I hope it's a really special, happy one for you. So I'm really excited about this. I will have to shut up about it. I just have to shut up. I told you 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the stream, we'll get into the exciting thing. But it's something that is really groundbreaking for this channel. Something that is on par with the Restaurant Magic stream. Something I want to talk to you guys about is I am planning on going ahead with my plans on a Zoom call. So what I might do is, in lieu of a live stream on a Friday night, might just do a Zoom call instead. That may or may not work. I really like to try to keep my schedule with YouTube consistent, so that way they reward me and I can continue to grow. But yeah, we might just have to do that if I can't find another time. But the idea is that we get everybody up on a Zoom call. I can have up to, I think, 100 people in a Zoom call without having to pay for their larger server sizes. And then we just all get together and it's like we have like a round table and we actually just chat with one another. I thought that would be really cool. I have to kind of design some kind of structure for that to not just dissolve into chaos. But I think that would be really neat just to be able to meet with all of you guys, if nothing else, in a virtual format. So I don't know. That's something I'm pretty excited about. Yes, Justin has. Well, he's promoting the crap out of himself there, but yeah, he's. He's on the Kevin Booth online Magic tournament, so go check him out. Go support one of our own. Go check him out. Yeah, the Zoom show, the hackers, and all that stuff. That's. I don't think any hackers are really interested in our stream and our little thing. I mean, if they are, fine. They're going to hear us talk about magic tricks. I don't know. They've actually added, just recently, I had an article I read about how under all the pressure they've been getting, that they now have end-to-end encryption included in Zoom in the latest update. So hopefully that will quell any fears or worries about that. If I move the live stream to Sunday, you won't be able to make it. I know you won't, because you've got church, so I know you wouldn't be able to make that. It's here. Hello, it. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. Yes, I'm aware that Sunday may pose a problem for some people with church and where you are in relation to me in the world, and whenever you go attend church, it might be kind of difficult. So that might be an issue. So it might be a Saturday, or it might be a weekday. Honestly, it might be a weekday in the afternoon or something. I don't know. It's going to be hard to tell because we're not on a regular schedule here in the Paletti household right now. We're all in quarantine time, in QT time, and that means that nothing's normal. We're not having to balance a lot of different schedules and all that kind of stuff like we usually do when the world is more sane. So I don't know what it's going to look like whenever both my wife and I are back full time at work. I don't know what kind of time I'll have. It'll have to be a weekend, maybe a weekend night, or I'm sorry, a week night, or it'll have to be in the afternoon on a weekday, or on a weekend rather. Wow, was that confusing? Yeah, it was confusing. Ultron. Who's self-promoter his language? Ultron just has no friends. Yeah, stop. Refrain from using foul language. You foul language user? I don't know. It rules with an iron fist. Yeah, I'll have to loosen that up a little bit. I've got to feel a little bit. I don't know. I got to keep it a little bit clean, but I'm sure that it's being excessive, and I've got to work on fine tuning that. Uh, Guys, so I'm too excited. I'm just gonna tell you what is up here. Um, okay, so some of you guys know that I am part of TAOM this year, Texas Association of Magicians. I am a featured performer for TAOM this year. Um, I'm on the roster. You can look me up on the website. You can see that I'm performing. I am officially a professional performer for their show this year, which is a huge honor. I'm very excited. It is something that I never thought would transpire, but so it has. Um, it's been a surreal year of personal and business growth, even during this time. So it's put on. It's being, or it's we have a lot of different rings or clubs broken up all across the state of Texas that all belong, that are all TAOM clubs. And this year it's being held by and organized by the Fort Worth Magic Club, which is about an hour away from me. They're the organizers for TAOM this year, and they wanted somebody to come and talk about when magic goes wrong. So, because I'm performing at TAOM, some of the club out in Fort Worth don't know about me, haven't met me. They thought it'd be a great opportunity for that club to get to see me and learn more about me and all that kind of stuff, and highlight me as a performer at TAOM and all that kind of stuff. So, July 16th, I am going to give a talk to the Fort Worth Magic Club in person. Depending on capacity sizes and all of that, with capacity restrictions and all that. I don't know how large the group will be, but we're expecting at least 25 people, probably more, if restrictions loosen. So they asked me, hey, well, what would you want to do, or how do you want to organize this, or whatever? And I said, well, I'd like to film it. And then share it on my YouTube channel. And they said, yeah, sure, we can do that. In fact, you know what? Actually, what I'd really like to do is I'd like to live stream it. And so, it seems like it's going to be okay. Like we're going to be able to do that, but I don't know. So I'm waiting to get confirmation, but if the higher ups say it's cool, then I will be live streaming my talk for the Fort Worth Magic Club on the Magic Minute. So you guys will be able to tune in and watch that live. Now, of course, I won't be able to respond to comments unless I get a helper, one of the event organizers or something, to read questions that you submit, but you will be able to see me giving the talk in real time on the Magic Minute, and then people who can't be there live will be able to watch it later, which would be really cool. So I got about an hour that I get to talk for, and I'm going to probably perform a little bit of magic during the thing too, and then share some horror stories and some tips and tricks on how I've approached certain problems that have arisen in my magic career. And I thought that was a perfect tone and perfect for the Magic Minute, and something that was right in line with what I'm trying to accomplish on this channel. So I'm very excited and hopeful that I'll be able to bring that to you guys July 16th. Put it on your calendar, July 16th. It's it'll be from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, CST. And it should be a blast. Hopefully we can get it all live streamed, and it'll be awesome. I'm going to be doing it on my phone because that's what I'll have, this thing. I won't have this whole computer set up and everything, so that'll be a little bit too much to try to ask, but being able to do it from my phone shouldn't be too much of a problem. The audio should still be fine because I've got my little lavalier microphone thing that's wireless. I can plug it on my phone, and we'll be able to get all the audio. It'll be awesome. Let me read your comments, because Yo, Streamlabs, stop being so Arthur Flecky. I don't think my car would make it to Texas. Uh, well, you don't have to go to Texas. All you have to do is log in like you're watching this stream now. You watch it. It's on a Thursday night, I'm sorry, from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and hopefully that'll work, man. I'm really excited. I hope that they don't have any problems with me live streaming it to my channel. They shouldn't, because there's a lot of other things that like are okay, and so this should be okay too. But at the very least, I'll have it filmed and then I'll upload it as a video or video series later at the very least. But I am told that I will have full rights to record and use the recording however I see fit. So that would lead me to believe that if I'm just going to put it on the YouTube channel anyway, why don't I just live stream it? So as long as they have good Wi-Fi, which I hope they do, that'd be the big question there, is if their Wi-Fi is good enough for that. Fort Worth is like 3 hours away from me. It's about an hour and a half away from me. I live in a suburb of Dallas called Plano, Texas, and so depending on where I'm going in Fort Worth, you know, and what time of day and the traffic and everything, it could take me sometimes 2 hours to drive out there. So it's but I'm honored to have been asked to come and share my experience with the club. I'm very excited, and I'm hoping I can bring all that stuff to you, because how cool would that be? I don't know. I think it'd be really amazing. That's the kind of stuff I wanted to bring to you guys on this channel. I wanted to give you the lecture, back of the magic shop kind of feel or vibe online. That's kind of what I was going for. So talk with one of the old guys who's been in the business a while, and you know, share what I can. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted the channel to be about. That's why I have interviews with other magicians. Like I had Ron on, who's, well, he's a magician, but he's also a professional balloon twister. If you haven't seen that interview, go watch it. It's awesome. A lot of great content in there. The interview with Diamond Jim, the interview with Trig. I bring these to you because this is you hopefully bringing some value and some different perspectives and stuff. So this is what I want this channel to be about, to grow and learn the art of magic. I mean, I could be, and you know, there's lots of channels that are really good. There's some really, you know, you got Chris Ramsey, which of course is the undisputed king of magic on YouTube right now. You got gentlemen, pioneers who started the whole thing, like Brian Brushwood. And they each have their own feels and their ways that they do their channels and everything. But nobody's really done it like, hey, look, we're, you know, nerdy people who love this magic stuff, and let's kind of talk about it, the ins and outs and all the stuff, the theory of the stuff. That's my arena. So that's what I talk about, and hopefully enough other people like it. It seems like they do. Like 3,600 other people seem to enjoy it. So hopefully, you know, and hopefully more. So I'm very excited. I will definitely, Justin, I will definitely let you know the second I get the okay. I am waiting from my contact. He's also the guy who booked me for TAOM and everything. He's the president of TAOM this year, and also a friend, because, well, you know, you tend to make friends with the local magic community. But he's a good dude, and he is getting the okay and everything, and will be responding to me shortly. So I'll have an answer probably in the next couple of days. By the next time I have a video or a live stream or something, I'll probably have a full answer for everybody and announce it. But hopefully it'll be awesome. AMS Magician says, is breaking up a trick a better way to practice than practicing the whole trick at once? I tend to practice the whole thing at once. Yeah. So, yes. It depends. It depends on the thing. If it's a super complex routine, yeah, it's probably better to break it into pieces and then put it together. Like I actually had this conversation with my friend Bizarro. I don't know if you guys know Bizarro, but he is a creative genius and one of the most unique entertainers around. He's a magician. He used to live here in Texas, and then moved and found his fortune and glory in Las Vegas, as many magicians do. Good friend of mine, known him for a lot of years. And I used to ask him about his process whenever he would go about putting together a show. And he would say, well, I would do, I'd perform this trick, and then I'd perform this trick, and I'd go like to an open mic night and do one trick, right? And he would do it over and over and over again until it was perfect. All the fine tuning, all the jokes, all the humor, and then he would do another one. He would try that out, and then he would stitch those together in a way that made a cohesive show. Now, if you're talking about just a trick and just performing a trick or practicing a trick, it's good to break it down into its pieces. Like, for example, Jay Jack sent me something called Club Fix, which I'm going to be doing a review on it. That should be either this week or next week, but I'm doing a review on an ebook that I was sent for review on a new take or a gimmickless take on the club sandwich effect and some interesting variations therein. This is not the review, but we'll be doing that in the next couple weeks. But there are some pieces in there, like I'm learning some new moves in there, some new card moves I did not know. And you got to just take it a piece at a time. You go, okay, well, I've got all that to that piece. Okay, now let's learn the next section, and then I will try to learn the two buttressing sections, and then like try to smooth that piece in the middle there, and then I'll add the next piece, and then I'll add that each phase on at a time, practicing the whole way through up to that next phase. So you're going over and over and over and over the trick until you've like really just worked the whole thing. And that's how I tend to learn difficult material. I hope that answers your question. I don't know, but that's what I tend to do. Is the Magic Minute on Discord? No, we are not. It's something I've debated about. I have not yet pulled the trigger on Discord. It's something that I've been asked about before, something I've considered, but I have not yet done it. So I think maybe I will. But that's a whole other platform for me to learn, and I haven't had the time to dedicate it to it right now. Right before my daughter was born, I had a whole bunch of time, but now that she's here, caring for newborns is a nonstop job. So, and then we have a 3-year-old on top of that. So we're very busy here. So it's very difficult to sit down and have a quiet few minutes where I'm not doing something and can take the time to learn a new platform or something. But it is something that if enough people ask me about and enough people see the value in it, whatever, I'll probably end up adding a Discord at some point. What else do we have? AMS Magician asks me, do you ever really need to do more magic than just cards and coins? I do cards, coins, rubber bands, and some mind reading things, but is that enough? I always think I need more variety. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's a good idea to have as much variety as you can. It'll make you a more versatile performer. The more magic you know with different objects or in different categories, the more you can take lessons from those other categories and apply them to the magic you already do. What's great about, like, say, learning coin magic is that coin magic, a lot of those principles can be transferred over to a lot of other different small object manipulation. Or in mentalism, you might learn about something like the Gilbreth principle, which we won't go into here, but knowing the Gilbreth principle, which is in mentalism, which doesn't really show up in card manipulation magic, if you know that principle, you can take that and then you can apply that to inventing new card tricks. So learning as much as you can and spreading out your horizons as wide as possible will make you a much more versatile performer. And you also don't have to worry about, I don't have that thing on me that I need, or I don't have cards or coins, what am I going to do? The more knowledge you have, the easier it is for you to create new magic or to apply principles that really only exist in one of the disciplines and apply it to another discipline. And that's going to make you a better performer. What I would say as far as variety goes, what's really important is whenever you're routining your shows, that you don't do a lot of similar effects in your show. So, like, I'm very cautious whenever I put together a show that it's not just like, because like if I do like torn and restored newspaper and then later I do, well, that's a bad example. Let's say cut and restored rope and then I do gypsy thread, for instance. they're basically the same thing, right? You're cutting and restoring a rope, you're breaking string and then putting it back together. Unless you have a reason that makes sense in your show for you to do that, it's pretty much the same trick over and over again. But you could get away with, say, cutting and restoring a rope and then also doing a newspaper tear, right? Because they're different enough, but they're still a torn and restored. You know, it's like, how many times can you do that? Or a broken and restored thing? How many of those can you do? Transpositions, disappearances, vanity. I mean, like, there's only like so many different, you know, penetrations. There's only like, I think like Penn and Teller have like a number, I think it's like 7 or 9 or something different types of real tricks or effects that you can do in magic: levitation, penetration, vanish, appearance, restoration, and there's a couple of others, but there's only so many different types. But if you can change the look of it enough, or try to get as much different types of effects in your routines as possible, that's going to also help you split it up. Even in just a straight card show, like if every trick that you do is about finding the 4 aces, you know, unless they all flow into a routine where there's a reason you're telling a story that makes sense that the 4 aces keep appearing for some reason, it can get very old very quickly. So it's good to have variety, just even in the particular medium you're working in. Even if you're just doing cards, have variety. Let's see. I hope that answers your question. I don't know. Justin asked if he can share a few photos from the mountains I've seen during the vacay. No, please do. I'd love to see him. Please share away. Hey, yeah, I'm with you. FYI, my service may go out here in a little bit, traveling. Well, Justin, if we lose you, thanks for being here. Awesome to have you as always. Have a safe trip wherever you are. At the management, thanks, Alan. That helps a lot. Fabulous. I'm glad it does. If you have any more questions, please leave questions or whatever. Facebook fan page, whenever we're not doing streams. If you want to go into any more content that we have than just in this video, please go over to the Facebook fan page, join up if you haven't already, and leave your questions. And that way we can talk in depth about it. Because if you have the question, chances are a lot of other people have the question. And if you ask it and I answer, it's going to help even more people. So, yeah, please, if I didn't get to something that you asked here in the stream, or you want to go more in depth on it, please leave a message at the Facebook fan page, and that way we can explore it deeper. MS says, like if you do a 3 fly and then a closed hang, coins across, and then a matrix, those are all kind of the same thing. Yeah. See, and that's the thing, is that yeah. That, I mean, if you change the framing of how the things are happening, that can help too. Like here's an example. In mentalism, you could say that the way that you did the thing was a number of different ways, right? You could choose any number of psychic powers and claim that those are the ones that helped you do the effect. Like, let's say a drawing duplication, where the audience draws a picture secretly, and then you are able to create a duplication of their drawing without ever having seen it. How did you do that? Is that clairvoyance? Is that telepathy? Did you read their mind? Did you get the impressions from the ether? Can you see the future and know what they were going to draw before they drew it, and then you drew it? Is it a prediction? Is it, right? There are a lot of ways to view the same trick through different lenses, depending on how you present them. And this is where presentation gets really interesting, and why it's so important to understand what you're presenting and how you want your audience to interpret what you're presenting. So you could have different reasons or a different way theatrically that you're explaining if these things are taking place. And so you could do a 3 fly and then a matrix. Or you could talk about how in the depth of a larger routine, you could say, well, these all go together instead of breaking them up. So I do a 3 coins across here, and then later in the show do a matrix effect. If you show that as a progression, because if you're doing 3, excuse me, sorry about bumping the mic. you do 3 coins, and then you go from that, and then you go to 4 coins with the matrix, then you can talk about how, as you have progressed with learning how to do these kinds of things, you add a coin each time to make it more and more challenging for yourself. And so there could be a natural progression of how many objects you are able to affect, and you could build that into a routine. So you really need to think about what you want to say, and then how you can organize these effects in a way that has a logical progression. So that's really important. I don't know if this is a big, deep category to get into, but I hope that answers it. There's some youngins in here. Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of the youngins. Happy patrons agree. The Magic Minute Patreon place is the place to be. Who wrote that garbage? I did. So I wanted to say something real quick here, guys, because it's important to me, and I think that it's part of the inspiration for why the Lord of the Rings theme tonight. So, some of you guys might know that the actor who played Bilbo Baggins, Ian Holm, has passed away. He passed away on Friday, and we got the news today that he had passed away. And I wanted to dedicate this stream to him in his memory. Thank you for making us smile. Thanks for giving us making us feel things. It's an important job that entertainers have, and they need to be recognized for the things that I think they do for humanity. Give us an escape. And so this stream is dedicated to him, and thank you. Also, I got complaints about last week not doing a meme thumbnail. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to do a meme thumbnail. In fact, this is the thing now. I'm going to have a meme thumbnail for my live streams from now on, because why not? It's fun. Yo, Alan, stop promoting yourself. You're being like Christopher Nolan when he's in the marketing. Hey, I like Chris Nolan. What are you talking about? I have to promote myself. No one else is going to do it, man. That's the thing. No one else is going to do it. This is all me, baby. All me. I'm the everything. I'm the marketing department. I'm the sales team. I'm the community outreach. I'm the human resources. I'm the everybody. Accounts payable, accounts receivable. I'm everybody. So I have to be a little promoted because no one else will do it. Yeah. I'm going to sign into the chat. I don't have the chat open. And what do I mean I don't have the chat open? Well, thing is that what's stupid about OBS, Streamlabs OBS right now is that if I can see the comments, but I can't interact in the comments unless I sign into Chrome for some reason, and then I can do it. Oh my gosh. So let's see. I want to give you guys some of the updates on the Facebook. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the bloody Restaurant Magic live stream, the Restaurant Magic lecture stream series thing. I believe I'm going to do that as a Zoom call. It'll be limited to 100 places or whatever I can get into for the Zoom meeting. I haven't set pricing yet, but it's something I'm really excited about. But the thing I need you guys to do, and you haven't done it yet, is I need you to go over to the Facebook fan page and leave some questions about what you want to see in that. What questions you might have about performing in that arena, or about professional performing in general, right? Like how do you book a show? Do I need a contract? Do I need to take deposits? Do I need to how early do I need to show up? What do I need to dress? How do I need to dress? How do I need to set an answering machine on my phone that has like any questions you have about performing magic professionally or for money in any respect, or about specifically restaurants, I need those questions so I can make sure I'm answering the questions that are most on your minds. I don't know unless you ask me. So please, if you have a moment after the stream, hop over to the Facebook fan page, and there's links in the thing because I'm sure it's promoting the crap out of it, my chatbot. So please go over there and leave a question for me so I can include that in my lecture. Okay. At the Magic Minute, you might need to clean your browser cache. Speaking of Nolan, are you excited for the new film Tenet coming July 31st? That's a lot of questions. All right, so I don't know why I need to clear. I don't know. I'm not sure why I need to clear my browser cache. It's I clean it actually like every other day. I don't know if that has a specific specific reason you're saying that. Speaking of Nolan, are you excited for the new film Tenet? I actually haven't seen anything on it. I've heard the name, and I know it's Christopher Nolan film, but that's about all I know. I have no idea of the subject or the content of the thing. Thing is, I haven't been to a movie theater in 3 years. You know, well, I say that with one exception. Last Halloween, I went and saw a movie with my sister. Because it was the Scary Story to Tell in the Dark. My sister and I loved those books growing up. Had a special connection there. She invited me to go see that movie, so I went and saw it with her. But besides that, that's the one and only time in 3 years I've been to the movie theater. I can't go. I have young children. My son's probably about old enough now that he could sit still and watch a movie in a theater. Not going to be taking him to the theater for a while, but I'm not taking him out of the house really. But yeah, that's so. No, if it's not on Disney Plus or Netflix or CBS All Access or Prime, I don't know about it. Those are the services that I have or subscribe to. If it's not on one of those, I really don't pay attention to it too much. I wait for it to come out on whatever given streaming platform or DVD, and then I just rent it when it comes out if I'm really interested in it. Just the way it has to be. Can't do anything about it. Can't go to the movies. I'm old and have responsibilities. I had a question. There's a question. Justin, you ever go to the Magic UB thing in Tulsa? Oh, you guys are at the club in Tulsa, so you're not asking me about that. No wonder he's a magician. Whoa. Oh, so I'm not having trouble setting the web pages. It's a stupid UI issue with Streamlabs OBS. That's the software I use to do these streams. And the problem that I have, or the system itself, the way that the software is built, that whenever I start a stream, I can see the comments on the side of my panel here. But if I want to be an active part of the comment section, be able to type anything into the comments, it'll prompt me with a second screen telling me that I have to open that in my web browser in order to interact. And that's a Streamlabs OBS problem. That's not a browser problem. It's a stupid thing. Yeah, and the thing is, AMS renting. I mean, here's the thing about renting movies at home is that you get them like a month after they come out, after they're out of the theater, or a month after they've been in the theater. They might run in the theater longer, but a month after they open up, they're going to be on a streaming platform, either free or to rent for a significantly reduced price. I could rent, a film for $2.99 instead of paying $50 to go see it. Take my family to go see it for a matinee or something. Screw that. I'd much rather sit at home. I've got a 4K television that's like 60 inches big. Like I don't need that movie theater. I've got relative to how close I sit to it, I've got a movie screen at home. I don't have the sound. I don't have the sound system that a movie theater does. And I don't have, of course, the exclusivity of seeing something on opening day and knowing about it before everybody else or at the same time as everybody else, which has a certain appeal to it, especially with big films like, say, Star Wars film or a new Marvel superhero film or something, being able to see before spoilers start leaking. But, for the most part, I'm happy enough just sitting at home waiting for it to come out whenever it does, and I'll catch it whenever I've got time. So. So yeah, speaking of Kevin, hopefully he's going to get back to me real soon. He kind of dropped off the map. I don't know if he's got something going on or he's super busy or something, but I mean, we're working on a collab, and he just kind of poofed. So I haven't heard from him in about a week. So I hope he's doing okay. And he might just be really busy with that online Magic tournament thing. But I'm really hoping that we get to do a collaboration here. I was getting pretty excited about that, and then I haven't heard from him. So if anybody here knows Kevin, please let him know that. To check his email box, okay? Yeah, I'd rather play video games too if I have the time. And here's the thing: I was talking with my nephew about this. This is totally off topic. This has not anything to do with Magic, but I was talking with my nephew about this the other day, and he was talking about the PlayStation 5. And he said, "Uncle Alan, are you gonna get a? I have a PlayStation 4. He's like, are you gonna get a PlayStation 5?" I said, I don't know. Maybe not. I just got the PlayStation 4. It was gifted to me back around Christmas time. I'm not in a real big hurry to jump onto another platform. I said, to upgrade. Now, if they say okay, you can trade in your PS4 and buy the Xbox 5 or the Xbox, the PlayStation 5 for an extra $50. Because they're going to give you that much trade-in value for the PlayStation 4. And they do backwards compatibility with PS4. Then I might for $50 upgrade the system or something. But I don't see that happening likely. But he was talking to me about how expensive it was going to be or how much he anticipated it was going to be, $500 or something, and said, "Man, that's just such a ripoff." And I was like, "No, it's not a ripoff." And here's the thing: I said, "Okay, well, how much is a movie?" Going back to movies, I said, "How much is a movie?" $10, right? It's probably more now, but say it's $10 and you get 2 hours of entertainment out of it. So it's $5 an hour for entertainment. How many hours do you play on a game system? I don't know, 1,000 hours maybe. That conservatively 1,000 hours. You put 100 hours into 10 games over the life of the system, which you're going to do more. Well, if you divide that up and you get the hours of entertainment that you get for that, you're spending maybe 50 cents an hour to, video games are the biggest value in entertainment you can possibly get. And they're immersive and interactive, and they get you to think and make decisions and stuff. It's video games are an incredible value entertainment wise, even at $500 for a game system and then $50 a game. Video games should really be about $100-$120 each. It's amazing that they have not gone up in price. I mean, video games have been $50 forever. Whenever Super Mario Brothers 3 came out on the NES, it was $50. So if you can kind of that's the only thing that I can think of really that stayed that consistent in pricing for that long. And that's why, companies do things like loot boxes and season passes and all these things because they're keeping the price at $50 when the cost of development for games has only gone up. It's how do you balance that out? And so that's why game companies do that. They go, well, maybe we do little extra add-ons or whatever. We can charge more or get more out of that same game for that. And that's the thinking behind that, is they have to try to recoup costs because they're selling the games so cheap. How do you make any money on them? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I like loot boxes or I like pay to win systems. I don't. I find them very annoying. But what's the alternative? Do you start running ads in video games? No, don't do that. They did that for it was like NBA it was one of the basketball games. I know they did that on the Switch. That for the 2019 version of it was NBA or something like that. It was 2019. They ran ads, the unskippable ads in the video game. that's not a good solution either. But I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how you get, you know, I don't know. Excuse me. So, you have a PlayStation 4. Well, let's be friends. My handle is this. That's my handle. Guys, if you are on PlayStation 4, that's my handle. I just typed it into the chat box. Go add me. I'm on the PlayStation Network, baby. I'm playing Battlefront 2 right now, so that's my jam at the moment. So if you guys want to play with me, that's where I'm at. I can squeeze in probably about an hour a week to play, but that's where I'm at whenever I am playing. And of course, you guys will see me on there. I really would love to play some with you guys. So if you want to, you have PlayStation 4, you want to play, to get a little system going, a little team going. Ursula Trades, baby. Find me on PlayStation. Add me. I'm sitting here right now. I'm waiting for you guys to send me a friend request. It's called a hot take. Yeah, I've got hot takes. I do hot takes. Pissed a lot of people off with them too. I'm gonna do more because the thing is that I think that I have a good eye for these things. I go, you know what? Hey, you may not know this is a product. It is. If you want to go learn more about it, go over here, go check it out. Maybe it's for you. But here's my thoughts on it. You know, is this something I would pick up? You know, everybody has a hot take when they go watch that trailer for that new Magic product that released, and you go, is this something I should get? Is this a pigeon? Right? Should I get this? I don't know. Right? And then, you know, everybody thinks that. They ruminate on it and they go, should I buy it? I think that same thing. I go through there and I watch it, and I guess the difference is I've got 20 years in Magic, over 20 years in Magic, and 10 years performing professionally, and everything that I do has to work in the real world. I've got a different perspective. So I share that perspective. Some people like it, some people don't, but that's something that I find that a lot of people find valuable. So I'm going to keep doing them. There are going to be some people who really hate it. I'm sorry. Let's see. I was making a game. Over here. I'm just trying to catch up with everybody with where they're going right now. The Mandalorian is pretty cool. This is the way. I actually like The Mandalorian a lot. I really enjoyed The Mandalorian. I binged it. And then now they're doing the Obi-Wan series. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about Obi-Wan. It is so, like, if you wanted to get somebody to sign up for Disney Plus that hasn't yet, just show them that that the Obi-Wan series is going to be coming out, and I think that's enough reason to pay the stuff. Like, that's going to be one of those big things that gets people to sign up. Like you know, Star Trek Picard or Discovery were the things, the big shiny things that got people to sign up for CBS All Access. Whether you like Discovery or Picard is irrelevant, but they were the big hooks. Like, hey, you know, if you want to see this is the thing. This is our big, you know, carrot that we're going to dangle to get you to sign up so you can watch this. You know, the Obi-Wan series is that for Disney Plus. I mean, if Disney didn't already have a lot of good reasons to sign up for their platform, this is the way. Yeah, this is the way. It's awesome. Oh, so awesome. So awesome. I'm excited. Oh, so this is the way. Guys, my battery's dying. Give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. Ah, there it is. EOS webcam utility. Yes. So sorry. So I'm not running on continuous power on my camera. I'm running off a battery, and so when the battery dies, I've got to pull it out and switch it out. So sorry about that. It's just kind of what I got to do to make this pretty beautiful thing. PS app. Hey, I'm not going to say that, but I just got a friend request from somebody who, if I say the name of it, will trigger my iPhone. So hello, and sweet, we're friends now. So guys, we're coming to the end of this live stream. It's gonna be a little bit of a short one. We got some other things I got to do in the morning. We're getting close to Father's Day. Got some stuff to prepare for that. So we're getting pretty close to the end. I think we got maybe another 10-ish minutes before I got to go. So if you guys have any questions, please send them my way now, because this is when I have the chance to answer them before I got to go. Other thing I wanted to talk about real quick was, what do you guys think about the? Have you seen Thursday's video with the book review, and what did you think about it? I wanted to see, because it was a different direction. It was something I haven't done here on the channel before, and I thought, well, hell, I just got demonetized. It's one of those things where, like, some people have asked me about it. Specifically, Gildas asked me about doing a book review on books that I liked. I thought that married well with the Richard Turner video that I made almost a year ago now. And I was like, well, okay, I wanted to find some other ways to explore the Richard Turner series, because it was so useful for gaining a lot of not only subscribers but watch time, and has really done very well. I've got like something almost like 7,000 views on that video, which is the best performing video I have since it came back, like bar none. And I was like, well, let's explore that some more. What can I do? What else can I add value on this? I mean, I showed a lot of techniques in the video. Well, made the book series, talked about a lot of different books that I liked. I can do that again if you guys like that kind of stuff. I can talk about different categories. I can talk more into the Richard Turner series. I can talk about coin magic. I can talk about rope magic. I can talk about what books do you want, to really fill out your knowledge and library and that kind of stuff. So it's a thought. If you guys liked it, great, fabulous, thank you. I'll make more of them. But I'm curious about you guys' take on them, if you like that video or not. Justin liked it. Thank you. If you ever find a copy of If an Octopus Could Palm, please let me know. Okay. I'll let you know if I come across it. There are a lot of really cool resources online that you guys might not know about, too. I think I might make a series on some cool videos, or videos on some of the great free online resources open to magicians that you might like. Also, actually, a while ago, I thought about doing a video on my favorite magic movies as a magician, not as not as for general consumption, but how do I feel as a magician about certain movies, and doing like my top 5 magic movies of all time, or magic movies that suck or something. I thought that'd be fun, but again, it's all experimentation. I'll have to find out what resonates with my audience and what you guys like. But that was a thought. Show. I think that we are probably about done for the evening, guys. I got that one friend request on PlayStation. Thank you. If I get some time, I will. Well, I'm definitely going to add you, and we're going to be friends. But hopefully, we'll be able to synchronize the times we can play, and it'll be fun. I'm playing Battlefront 2. If you guys are on PlayStation Plus, that's one of the free downloads this month. So go check it out. It's awesome. I got it. I'm really enjoying it. I was totally knew nothing about Battlefront 2, but it's good. I like it. I enjoy it. It seems like a fun game to play with friends. Let's go. I think we're done for the day, guys. I will bid you all adieu. Have a fabulous evening. Live long and prosper. Please stay tuned if you want to learn more about the live stream for the lecture or for the talk I'm giving to the club or any of that kind of stuff, please stay tuned to the Facebook fan page. If you're not there already, go there. Add yourself to the group, like it and all that stuff, and that way you can get updates for things whenever I'm off YouTube and I'm not doing any videos there. I hope to talk to you guys really soon. I had a great time hanging out with you all tonight. Eat your vegetables, go to bed on time, don't pass gas in the car with the windows rolled up. And remember, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.